Hi, I'm Myles,
Hello, I'm Koby.
I'm Louie.
and today we're going to be making graveyard cookies. We've already got a head start on our cookies, so we're just going to tell you what we've added so far. First, we added 1 cup of unprecedented death, a dash of darkness, and 2 tablespoons of fear. These go together to create the night when Bod's family was murdered by the man Jack, and how the man Jack wasn't expecting Bod to escape, nor was Bod's family being expected to be murdered.
Alright, the next ingredients we added were a fun-sized pack of hunch when Bod had a feeling that he kind of knew that the Jacks were, it's like trying to get after him, and when he knew that that Mr. Frost was actually trying to get him when he was up in the attic at his house. And then the next is 5 handfuls of Jacks for the 5 Jacks that came over to Jack Frost's house for a meeting, but it eventually led to them all chasing after Bod and Scarlet to get him to kill Bod so they can live forever like they have been. And then another one is 1 sprinkling of Sleer for when Scarlet and Bod first encountered the Sleer and the Indigo Man in Frobisher's mausoleum down at the bottom of the crypt. And at first they're frightened, but then Bod came to kind of like tame it and make him his master. So then and then that eventually led to the Sleer giving him advice, and then this ends with the Sleer killing Mr. Frost and saving Scarlet and Bod so they won't die, and he won't have any Jacks chasing after him anymore.
Okay, then we have 1 small tear for when Bod was saying goodbye to Silas, and he didn't understand what crying was, so he thought that Silas was wiping hair out of his eye. Then a garnish of goodbyes was when Bod was saying goodbye to all of his family, and it was pretty short. Then 1 cup of dream walking when Bod had went into one of Nick Farthing's dreams so that he could change how Nick Farthing would act the next day or a couple of long time after. So yeah.
Okay, our one of our final ingredients that we added was 1 solitary guardian, who is obviously Silas, who when Bod was born and brought to the graveyard, they all had a meeting. The graveyard had a meeting, and they decided that Silas was going to be Bod's guardian. Koby.
Right, and then 1 unmistakable nose for Jack's nose that helped them follow Bod and Scarlet to the graveyard and try to follow them so he could kill them and lead the other Jacks to find them as well.
Delicious. Then a dash of ghouls, actually a tablespoon of fading, because when Bod had faded to get out of troubles that he had got into.
Our last and final ingredient that we used was a dash of ghouls and ghosts. This is for when Bod was captured by the ghouls and they wanted to take him to Ghoulheim and turn him into one of them. And the ghosts are for all of the ghosts that Bod lived with throughout his life in the graveyard, and everybody that he lived with. And those are all the ingredients that we added together to make our cookies. And to show you what we've got so far, this is what a cookie looks like. Pretty good. Right, yeah. Pretty thin though, pretty thin. But we have a few warnings on how you make this. And also a few suggestions. One warning, first warning that we have is that the ingredients for the death, darkness, and fear are all obviously they're not very happy ingredients, but they are very morbid and petulant, like irritating and not very fun to deal with. But they you can't make the cookies without them, otherwise they won't bake correctly. And when you are adding a dash of ghouls and ghosts, you must be very methodical on how you add them, because if you don't add them in the right form, which is the ghouls and then the ghosts, if you don't add them in the right form, you will not have good cookies. One of our other ones is the fading. It's the ingredient that for fading is very, very transparent and clear, lucid, and if you have to watch closely while you're adding because it's pretty hard to see. And for the dream walking, you can't handle it too long, otherwise you'll become entranced, and the only way for that to be turned around is to go to the doctor and get a special antidote. One